Hello, my name is Anjani, and today I'm reading the astrology report for Mercury, which is going direct May 3rd at about 9:33 a.m. That's Pacific Standard Time. So I don't know about everybody else. Mercury retrograde is usually interesting to me, and it's fun. It's a time where the cognition and the perception of people around goes a little um, in circles, which I feel like that's how my perception is all the time. So it really doesn't affect me in a bad way. I actually feel more comfortable during Mercury retrogrades. That doesn't mean that all the little annoyances of technology don't upset or bother me, because it's, the same for me as it is for everybody. Like people showing up late to their appointments, or this cycle, I actually didn't show up to an appointment, which that has never happened in the whole 10 years I've been doing body work and working for myself. I didn't show up to an appointment. So that's something that typically happens during Mercury retrograde. It's just a cognition and perception fog, sort of. So tomorrow, Mercury goes direct. And the one thing I'm going to make this a really short reading, because this one thing I want to point out is that the moment it goes direct, we have this beautiful trine. So there's Mercury up there in the sign of Aries, and it's trine to Uranus. So this is sort of speaking about change, or a change in our cognition, a change in our perspective, change in perception. Uranus usually shows us about radical freedom, and I call it the change agent because it is about bringing radical transformation or radical revolution through change, unexpected occurrences. So having to do with communication there. And here we have a trine to the moon, who's in Leo, and then the moon who is trine to Saturn in Sagittarius. So we call this a grand fire trine, and Mercury is involved with that at the moment it goes direct. So this is sort of setting us up for transformation in the way that we perceive and imagine. And if you don't imagine or have that developed very well, the capacity to, imagine, visualize. It's always shocking to me when somebody who I'm working with doing body work, craniosacral therapy, Reiki, something like that, and I do a guided meditation, and when I say the word visualize, they just kind of like not having the ability to imagine something and see it when your eyes are closed. So this is a really good time for strengthening that ability. It's something that is very powerful for a human being to be able to see in their mind's eye something, because a lot of the meditations and practices have to do with that, combining the energy of what we see with what we feel, you know, not just feeling in our heart, but feeling in our lower belly, and watching these sort of energy patterns move. It's not necessary, but it's really, really good to have that develop. So working on that. The other thing is setting us up for action. The fire of visualization, the fire of action, like getting things moving. It's a really good day to start something new, to start something, and even just being open to something coming up that you might not be expecting. So, if you do have something come up unexpected, go for it. Say yes and put yourself out there. Be willing to take a risk and take a chance, because what it looks like to me is that since Saturn's involved, it could be something that is lasting and creates some stability in your life and actually um, maybe getting you in touch with your roots. So there might be some, I don't really like predictive astrology to tell you the truth, but when I'm looking at this, the moment Saturn goes direct, it has this beautiful fire trine, which, it gives me the idea that there is a possibility for that energy being set up, which is guiding us in a way to take action on the next opportunity that comes up and possibly could change your perspective. And anytime you get a change of perspective on life, I feel like it opens new doorways where you can actually leave. That is, to me, that's what evolution is: expansion of consciousness, evolution of consciousness. It's like you see something in a new way that you hadn't previously seen, and you're able to go through that doorway, and life is different. So that is a very brief and hopefully helpful for you on your journey. Please leave any comments. I love to hear from you, and I look forward to connecting with you soon.